This is my 2022 recap, a year full of celebrations, big adventures, and even bigger life decisions. Let's take it back. I started the year with a big accomplishment of finally being able to do some turns with my snowboard. It only took me 4 years, but we finally got there. After 2 COVID birthdays in self-isolation, in 2022, I was finally able to celebrate my birthday with my family and friends the way I wanted to. You best bet I went big with that celebration. What got me through COVID the past few years was watching a Korean variety show called 2 Day One Night, and it inspired me to have my own variety show themed party. We played games, laughed a lot, and also got in trouble. But that's besides the point.
Ooh, this is like, 5 years ago that you did this shit.
I don't remember this being that bad.
Oh, it was so foul.
I've come to realize I love celebrating my birthday, but it has less to do with celebrating me, and that it's more of an opportunity for me to plan a special day for my friends to have a good time.
Is this a tradition y'all do?
Yeah, so you're not supposed to cut it all the way. You cut it halfway, and then the next person.
Why are you holding him?
He said hold his hand.
He's just so hard.
That's what you wanted to hear.
Other big plans that COVID had put a halt on were mass gatherings and road races. I genuinely had so much fun with the sun run as I got to run alongside people in fun costumes. I completed my first ever half marathon a week after.
Go, Carmen! Hi, Carmen! You did it! Let's go, Carmen!
We got to pick up the pace.
The sense of accomplishment I felt when I crossed that finish line was new and unfamiliar, but it's now a new core memory of mine. On the topic of accomplishments, Kevin finally had his graduation ceremony that's been delayed over a year.
Kevin Lee.
Yeah!
Ron Lee.
My first trip since COVID was to Ontario to visit Kevin's family. It was my first time there, so I got to do all the touristy fun things, but more importantly, spend time with his family.
I don't even see anything.
Blood rainbow!
Oh my god.
I grew up without any aunts, uncles, or cousins as they all live abroad. It was just my brother and I, mom and dad. I never really thought much of what I was missing out on until I was welcomed into an extended family and close-knit group of cousins. It made me realize that it was something I had longed for myself. I'm really grateful to have been welcomed in and is now kind of a part of something amazing. See the Blue Jays play live? Check! A group of us took a weekend trip down to Seattle to watch the Jays and Mariners game, and we had a hell of a time. I honestly don't remember if the Jays won or lost, but I do remember seeing a home run the first minute of the game. We had a great time bonding and making crazy decisions, like driving more than an hour out to get the world's best milkshakes.
I drove an hour and a half for this for a reason. There's no regrets. Okay, let's try the other one again.
The ube. The ube. So good.
Oh my god, I forgot how to taste it. Oh. This one is the winner.
Ube just hits the spot. Ube just hits the spot.
Oh my god.
Totally worth it. If you know me, you know my favorite season is camping season. Backpacking, car camping, glamping, you name it. We grew up and finally planned our first ever group camping trip without adult supervision. I know that sounds silly, but we've always been spoiled, even as 20-something-year-olds. The best word to describe our trip was chaotic, but it's definitely one for the books.
Yeah, go, go, go. Oh no. No, you can't. Yeah, you missed it. You missed it. You I should get that.
I'm gonna finish your drink before you play, man.
Come and kill Kevin. Oh, we got it. Christina.
When it finally got warm enough for backpacking season, we were so fortunate to have gotten tickets to hike and stay at the Core Enchantments in Washington. What started off as a sunny, nice trip ended with us digging trenches to prevent sleeping in a pool of rain and me walking around with a garbage bag. The chaos from our first camping trip continued. Nonetheless, the trip was perfectly imperfect. Remember how I said we've always been spoiled? This is what I'm talking about. Third and final trip was a glamping trip where we had the best meals always. After stuffing our faces, we had an adventure of a lifetime getting up to hike Mount Keene. Our friend Christina did a phenomenal job and didn't drive the car into the divot like the other guys we passed. Pro tip, make sure you have a high clearance car to make it up. Yay!
Push two.
We were awarded with views the whole way up, and I was truly just in awe that such a beautiful place exists, right here in BC. I don't think I would ever get over chasing these feelings and these views. At the start of the year, Kevin and I got more serious with looking to purchase a home, and in March, we found the one and signed on it. Hands down, one of the biggest decisions and most adult thing I've done in my life. We spent the rest of the year planning and anticipating, getting excited but stressed. Last year, I really tried not to get ahead of myself, thinking about the big changes to come, and tried to enjoy all the moments that the year had to offer. Moments shared with family and friends, good food, and new activities. I'm so glad I did and have this video to look back on, where I was able to catch a glimpse of a crazy year. 2023, I'm ready for you.